Please come in, sir. The gentlemen are waiting for you on the training ground. Down the stairs.
Fancy? Not every manor has a custom floor.
That is the von Kramkrest, the old Prussian noble family.
The floor is so smooth and slippery. I wonder if I could skate on it. How often do you think they check the submission box? My application deserves prompt consideration.
It's the killer. Shake a leg. Get him.
Just die.
Time to knock this guy out.
I couldn't miss the party.
Oh, you killed him! I can overcome the brute now.
No more crime for you until next month.
Hey, you could have kept... Oh, you killed him! It's all yours now. Go for it.
I couldn't miss the party.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
The snuff's ready.
won't work this...
I'm coming for you. I couldn't miss the party.
Overcome him, don't...
I'm coming for you.
Hey, you could have kept him...
No?
I thought you were against murder. No, you killed him! Give him the pepper snuff. I suppose you'll tell me it was self-defense, right? Because from where I'm standing, it looked like murder.
A nice apricot aroma. Marillion schnapps, I presume. Half full. 2 glasses with dregs of alcohol. Should I pour us a drink, John? Glass crushed underfoot with damp traces still visible. The same ingredient was used in the dueling revolver's ammunition. All these places are perfectly secluded, ideal for private duels. Clever system.
Finished the job, murderer. But know this, I will not go easily.
Calm yourself. The name is Sherlock Holmes, and I'm here to investigate the murder of Eric von Stau.
Surely you jest, after the massacre you just unleashed.
Your compatriots attacked me, and I responded in part. The outcome was regrettable, but unavoidable.
Just get on with whatever you came to do. I don't trust a word you say.
So you are Mr. Von Kram, one of the club's best shots, the referee of the deadly duel, and witness to Mr. von Staub's murder.
Incorrect. I am the best shot at the club. Heinrich Jürgen von Kram. But how did you know I was there?
Your clothes, Mr. Von Kram, the dirt on your trousers confirms your presence in the old ruins. And your jacket features a bloodstain from your attempts to save Mr. von Staub.
That is impressive.
It is merely inferential. Now, a few questions, if I may.
Be my guest. I have nothing to hide.
So, what transpired in the old ruins?
Everything began as normal. The signatures, choice of weapons. I checked it all, and then blindfolded the duelists. Erich stood to my left, and his opponent, Mr. Dorfman, to my right. Before they could begin, the killer fired. And I'm sure it was not Dorfman.
Why are you so sure?
The sound was different. Not a Webley revolver. And further away. The killer must be an excellent shot to hit the heart.
What transpired after the shooting?
I heard Erich cry out and fall. Mr. Dorfman turned and fired at the killer, but I shouted at him to stop and help. I tried to save Erich, but it was too late. He was gone.
I'd like to speak with the other competitor.
He left the island. Mr. Dorfman was sure that the killer was after him. He is innocent, I assure you.
Indeed, from his position it would be impossible to fire the bullet at such a downward trajectory, but he was a witness. Shame.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have a nice collection of pistols, Mr. Von Kram.
Ah, a fellow connoisseur of firearms. Did something catch your eye?
What caught my eye is a missing Lamat. Where is it?
Ah, that one. I lost it in a bet. A rare failure of mine.
A bet with whom?
That's private, Mr. Holmes, and unrelated to your investigation. I can't help you with this. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this. I've never seen this before.
It seems you owed Mr. von Staub a small fortune.
A fortune to you, perhaps, but a trifle to me. Our debts ebbed and flowed. In our next contest, there was every chance I'd win it back. Erich was too concerned about honor. Frankly, he often lacked the demeanor of a nobleman. His progressive tendencies could be grating. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Last year, there was a similar incident in which a duelist died. What can you tell me?
A tragedy. I shot too well, and my opponent stumbled from the impact. He slipped and fell down the cliff. I regret it all. I have not participated in a duel since. Instead, I only take the role of a referee and supervise the proceedings for safety. I swore that no other club member would die in a duel. Alas, someone else intervened. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. I can't help you with this.
As it happens, a Lamat 42 caliber revolver was discovered at the crime scene. You said you were missing a Lamat, yes?
I did, but my Lamat was a 36 caliber.
And you can prove that?
My word is proof enough. If I said it, it is true. Can we just get this over with? Can we just get this over with?
A remarkable tool to conveniently enhance anything. I could use one for my
Look,
house.
Sherry, I'm head of the club.
Addressed to Heinrich von Kram and written with a nervous hand. Addressed to Heinrich von Kram and written with a nervous hand. Arrived just yesterday.
Look, Sherry, I'm head of the club.
How to sharpen one's senses. Cecilia von Kram with Heinrich, Cologne, 1864. Mein Wunder. Doesn't appear to be the happiest childhood. Recordings labeled in Braille. Recordings labeled in Braille. There must be more you can recall from the day of the duel.
I wish. My eyes make me a poor witness, I'm afraid.
Yes, your blindness, an affliction since childhood, one presumes. No scars on your face, and you carry yourself with confidence.
I'm starting to see your worth, Mr. Holmes.
But this limitation developed your other senses and made you an excellent marksman. So, tell me, did you notice anything else?
I do recall a floral smell. Something artificial. It was sweet and fresh and came from the direction of the killer.
You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now. Do you recognize this scent?
Yes. This is it. The smell I noticed at the ruins. Where did you get it? Do you know who killed Eric? Tell me his name.
Mr. von Kram, I know you murdered Eric von Staub.
You joke. I didn't do it.
On the contrary, when the opportunity arose, you pounced. You were present at the duel, and you were the only one who wasn't blindfolded.
I am an excellent shot. If I wanted to kill someone, it wouldn't matter whether or not I was blindfolded. But that doesn't mean I wanted Eric dead.
Did you not? The position of honorary consul would be quite the feather in your cap, but Mr. von Staub stood in your way.
Friends are worth more than fame, Mr. Holmes. But of course you wouldn't understand. Lacking either. We were rivals, yes, but also peers.
Well, this friendship of yours certainly took a turn when you picked up the murder weapon. Your pistol collection is missing a piece, the murder weapon you disposed of after the kill.
I lost it in a bet. For God's sake, you'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Mr. von Kram, I believe you are the one responsible for Eric von Staub's death. You are now under my arrest and will be escorted to the police.
I have never been so insulted in all my life. I am innocent, as you will soon find out.
知ってる。女の子が犯人です。妹かな。多分。
I didn't do it. I didn't. Please, please, sir. Believe me, I'm sorry. I didn't do it.
知ってる。選択肢がさっきなかったんでしょ。クラムさんじゃない。この人は目撃者。何かをしないと次の話に進めないかな。
Please come in, sir. The gentlemen are waiting for you on the training ground. Down the stairs.
There must be more you can recall from the day of the duel.
I wish. My eyes make me a poor witness, I'm afraid.
Yes, your blindness, an affliction since childhood, one presumes. No scars on your face, and you carry yourself with confidence.
I'm starting to see your worth, Mr. Holmes.
But this limitation developed your other senses and made you an excellent marksman. So, tell me, did you notice anything else?
I do recall a floral smell. Something artificial. It was sweet and fresh and came from the direction of the killer.
You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now. Do you recognize this scent?
Yes. This is it. The smell I noticed at the ruins. Where did you get it? Do you know who killed Eric? Tell me his name.
I need to be elsewhere.
Mac ダのところに行けるのかな。
Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Good day, officer.
Going on a trip, miss?
No, I'm leaving permanently. This place brought me nothing but sorrow. I am sorry. What do you want?
I think the time has come to be honest with each other, Miss von Staub. I'll start with my confession. I misled you in our previous meeting. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I do not work for the police.
What? I don't understand.
In actuality, I was independently investigating your brother's death and came to an unexpected conclusion.
How? Why?
It was not a tragic accident, miss. It was cold-blooded murder. And I know the culprit.
No. Who is he?
Nice try, but as you well know, I'm talking to the culprit right now.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Certainly not. Allow me to explain how you killed your brother.
This is absurd. I've never even been to that cursed place.
You hid behind the wall in the ruins. None of the others present could have killed Eric from that position. Both the duelists were blindfolded, and Mr. von Kram is ill-sighted.
So nobody saw anything? Your imagination has run wild.
Ah, but you forget one thing. A blind man's other senses grow stronger. Mr. von Kram detected a lavender and pine scent. That of your ointment.
You're taking the word of a sightless man. This is monstrous. I cannot endure any more of this nonsense. Eric was my brother, and I am in mourning.
All that is left is your confession.
All that is left is your departure. Take your garbled theories elsewhere.
The law is the law, and murder is murder. You should have sought freedom through more civil means.
The sickness of men runs deep. You dare speak to my civility, you dare tell me what I must endure. That evidence of yours will prove nothing, and then I will show you what it means to be uncivil.
Please come in, sir. The gentlemen are waiting for you on the training ground. Down the stairs.
There must be more you can recall from the day of the duel.
I wish. My eyes make me a poor witness, I'm afraid.
Yes, your blindness, an affliction since childhood, one presumes. No scars on your face, and you carry yourself with confidence.
I'm starting to see your worth, Mr. Holmes.
But this limitation developed your other senses and made you an excellent marksman. So, tell me, did you notice anything else?
I do recall a floral smell. Something artificial. It was sweet and fresh and came from the direction of the killer.
You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now. Do you recognize this scent?
Yes. This is it. The smell I noticed at the ruins. Where did you get it? Do you know who killed Eric? Tell me his name.
I need to be elsewhere.
で見たらわかるはず。じっくり見ればね。謎を解くぞ。
Good day, officer. Going on a trip, miss?
No, I'm leaving permanently. This place brought me nothing but sorrow. I am sorry. What do you want?
I think the time has come to be honest with each other, Miss von Staub. I'll start with my confession. I misled you in our previous meeting. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I do not work for the police.
What? I don't understand.
In actuality, I was independently investigating your brother's death, and came to an unexpected conclusion.
How? Why?
It was not a tragic accident, miss. It was cold-blooded murder. And I know the culprit.
No. Who is he?
Nice try, but as you well know, I'm talking to the culprit right now.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Certainly not. Allow me to explain how you killed your brother.
ここですよ、ここですよ。ハムのが見えたから、これで勘違いしないか
The missing box in your brother's room contained a Lamat, the same weapon used for the murder. You stole it to kill your brother.
What? No. Eric was obsessed with guns. I bet he simply left that revolver somewhere else.
Yes, it was left somewhere else. The crime scene. Abandoned in panic, a typical feminine response.
No, I've never been to that cursed place. None of that makes a whit of sense. This is monstrous.
It is your brother who was monstrous. He was a tyrant and you could tolerate his abuse no longer.
Living with Eric was a nightmare, yes. But he was my brother.
All that is left is your confession.
All that is left is your departure. Take your garbled theories elsewhere.
The law is the law and murder is murder. You should have sought freedom through more civil means.
The sickness of...
やりなそう。
Please come in, sir. The gentlemen are waiting for you on the training ground. Down the stairs.
There must be more you can recall from the day of the duel.
I wish. My eyes make me a poor witness, I'm afraid.
Yes, your blindness, an affliction since childhood, one presumes. No scars on your face, and you carry yourself with confidence.
I'm starting to see your worth, Mr. Holmes.
You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now. Do you recognize this scent?
Yes. This is it. The smell I noticed at the ruins. Where did you get it? Do you know who...
I need to be elsewhere.
3度目の正直だぜ。お前このはず問題消えるおじいさんと聞いたらわざわざ見送ってくれたよ分けてそう拾ってね女の子みたいにさ家にもらったこれは振り出しに戻るためには死んでいく戻るたびには死んでいく鳥がいますかね。
Good day, officer.
Going on a trip, miss?
No, I'm leaving permanently.
I think the time has come to be honest with each other, Miss von The missing box in your brother's room contained a lamat, the same weapon used for the murder. You stole it to kill your brother.
What? No. Eric was obsessed with guns. I bet he simply left that revolver somewhere else.
Yes, it was left somewhere else. The crime scene. Abandoned in panic, a typical feminine response.
No, I've never been to that cursed place.
You hid behind the wall in the ruins. None of the others present could have killed Eric from that position. Both the duelists were blindfolded, and Mr. von Kram is ill-sighted.
So nobody saw anything? Your imagination has run wild.
Ah, but you forget one thing. A blind man's other senses grow stronger. Mr. von Kram detected a lavender and pine scent. That of your ointment.
You're taking the word of a sightless man. This is monstrous.
It is your brother who was monstrous. He was a tyrant, and you could tolerate his abuse no longer.
Living with Eric was a nightmare, yes. But he was my brother.
Now, Miss von Staub, take your time. Tell me the truth.
After our parents died, my life slowly became hell. My brother began to humiliate me. Then he became violent. Each day he'd invent a new punishment. Shut my room, burn my paintings, starve me. And without fail, I would be beaten. All visits were forbidden, all contact verboten. I was his caged bird, his pet. When we did go out, he used me to bait influential people. He sold me to Mr. Boddington, simply to earn a place amongst this island's elite.
Was that not freedom from your brother?
He sold me as a thing, sir. Who do you think this gentleman was? I could not endure more cruelty. Mr. Holmes, I'm begging you. Please don't do this to me. Don't throw me from one cage to another.
You have suffered enough, Miss von Staub, but now it is over. I will not turn you into the police.
I don't know what to say. What will happen with the case?
The usual. With their typical stupidity, the inspectors will confidently declare the case a tragic accident, and that will be that.
I didn't expect such kindness.
Kindness? No, where the truth reveals injustice, I expect accountability, but in this matter, Miss von Staub, I see no injustice at all.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. I'll never forget what you're doing.
I am behind you 100%. I'm sure Miss von Staub wouldn't waste a chance for a better life.
And the kiss mark, it's the work of a siren, I'm telling you.
Here to gawk at the bloater?
Not at all, officer. Perhaps I can help.
Help with what exactly? Solving an accident? Fellow drank himself to death, literally. Case closed. It's not the first case, neither. A few days ago, another drunken sailor drowned himself in a fountain.
I would like to take a look around.
Go ahead, just don't disturb the evidence, all right? I still have to write my report.
There's talk on the streets that a siren could be responsible for the drownings.
A siren? You mean the bird woman kind? Why, of course, we've got sirens aplenty round here. Harpies, too. Oh, please.
What can you tell me about the other sailor?
Nothing to tell. Some rich chap complained about a dead body in a fountain. Wasn't me who inspected the scene, though. Should have gone easy on the bottle, if you ask me. They get to shore, they start drinking like fish. Too bad booze doesn't make them grow gills, eh?
The water is shallow and the slope is smooth. One would have to be dead drunk to drown. His whole body is tense, stiffened by rigor mortis. A kiss on the forehead is quite intimate, but the vulgar lip rouge suggests a different type of intimacy. Interesting.
What's happened? Where is it?
His fingers are clenched as if he's clutching to life even now. Worn, soaked boots, size 8.
Who is it?
The face is frozen in a contorted smile. Something smells fishy here, and it's not brine. It's a good thing the tide hasn't washed away the tracks. I should inspect them more closely. Siren's song. The rumors weren't so absurd after all. There's still some left, just enough for a tipple.
What's happened? Where is it? Who is it?
The water is shallow and the slope is smooth. One would have to be dead drunk to drown here. The water is shallow and the slope is smooth. One would have to be dead drunk to drown here. It's a good thing the tide hasn't washed away the tracks. I should inspect them more closely. It's a good thing the tide hasn't washed away the tracks. I should inspect them more closely.
Who is it?
A bright red lip rouge mark. Light tobacco with a hint of citrus. The sediment contained cyanide. It turns out he was poisoned.
Didn't the copper say that fellow drank himself to death? He wasn't wrong.
The water is shallow and the slope is smooth.
What now? I've still got my report to write, to make it quick.
I hate to break it to you, officer, but it wasn't an accident.
Care to elaborate, smarty boots?
The bottle of wine I found near the victim had been poisoned with cyanide. He was dead before he hit the water.
Whoa, that's a twist. Any leads on the poisoner?
Nothing to put my finger on, but I might need to inspect the other drowned sailor.
Well, of course I won't stop you. It's not my case anyway. We had a complaint about a body in a fountain. Can't have bodies laying about in fountains, can we? It was somewhere in Scaladio, as far as I know. You think they're connected?
That is what I intend to find out. Thank you.
He's even putting up.
He's even putting up posters.
Extra, extra! Look at what you've done!
Drain the fountain and remove the body. We're too late.
No matter, we'll work with what we have.
Drowning in a 2 feet deep fountain. I've seen some things, but this really takes the biscuit.
A cotton shawl, could it be our sirens? Last week's newspaper, the front page reads, "Sky is the limit, Governor funds Arsenal's second airship." A broken bottle with no label. Light tobacco with a hint of citrus. Light tobacco with a hint of citrus. A bright red lip rouge mark.
犯人は女だな。
The victim won't be needing his cap anymore. I might as well take it. This wine again. Don't sailors prefer spirits? Drained to the last drop. Ugh, the litter bin is right there.
diving in a 2 feet deep fountain.
I've seen some things, but this really takes the biscuit.
A worn leather tobacco pouch, salt stained from a long time at sea. This sailor is another victim of the same woman. She poisoned him and pushed him into the fountain to make it look like an accident.
Sherlock, the spot we fell, I saw something. Maybe you should take a look.
Venetian copper soldi, authentic but worthless.
Blimey, the great detective is baffled by a piece of cutlery.
A water-soaked matchbox from the Drinking Dutchman. Must be a local pub.
He's even been putting up posters, poor man. Losing it maybe for death. We have a large the finest clothes for the finest a perfect choice. Take a look. Try it on. It'll be a nice purchase.
나올 것 같아.
I'm shipping up to Boston in a few days.
What can I get you, mate?
Nah, I'm good. Don't want to end up like that guy who drowned in the fountain after having one too many.
Aye, I know the fella. Shame, damn shame. But let me tell ya, it wasn't the drink that got him. 'Twas a curse.
Let me guess. It had something to do with the siren?
No way, mate. That's just a daft superstition. I'm talking about a real curse here. He was from HMS Achilles. Some British schooner, nothing special. Except one of them Jack Tars shot an albatross. Everyone knows it's bad luck. Everyone. The dimwit brought the curse upon his whole crew. 3 are dead already.
Wait, I've heard of only 2 such accidents. Are you saying that another man drowned?
Drowned or not, they've all kicked the bucket. Just this morning, another member of the crew was found dead. It's a curse, I'm telling you.
Now we're obliged to find out if it...
It must indeed be the curse, but how do you know all that?
Why, he told me the whole story himself.
The victim told you?
His crewmate. The one who killed an albatross, Harry Thorne. He's renting a room upstairs. Every day, he gets completely rat-arsed, raving on and on about the bird around his neck. He's sleeping it off right now. But when the blighter wakes up, it'll be the same thing all over again.
Do you have a free room?
Certainly do. Dirt cheap. Here's the key. Go pick anyone you like.
This place stinks of urine and cheap alcohol.
Well, if it ain't Mr. Smarty Boots. Guess what? You were right about the poisoning, but this time I'm ahead of the game. We've got another homicide on our hands. Same method, same everything. See for yourself.
Sharp, bloody rock stuck deep in the mud. The officer must have rolled the body over. Looks like he slipped. An empty bottle of rum. There'll be no sirens. He suffered a head wound. There's caked blood in his hair underneath all the mud. This was clearly an accident.
What did I tell you? We've a killer on the loose. I knew it.
That may be true, but this here is very clearly an accident. The victim slipped and hit his head on a rock. I would have thought it obvious.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I thought I had all this sewn up. But you just had to come along and make me look like an idiot. I hope you're happy now, genius. Just move along.
So it was a curse after all.
The curse of clumsiness.
I hope it's not contagious.
Oh, it smells of stale cigarettes and damp bedsheets. Not exactly the best place to stay in town. Oh, the smell alone makes me feel groggy.
Same as we saw earlier. She's pretty free with her kisses.
Perhaps too much for her own good. Crew of HMS Achilles, Cordona 1879.
Now we walk into a trap, guns blazing. The game is afoot, Sherry boy.
Well said. Oof, he's out cold. No use trying to wake him. The photo of the cursed crew. Here's Thorn, and right next to him, our first drowning victim. He's out cold. No use trying to wake him. He's out cold. No use trying to wake him. May I ask you something?
Ah, I know this, yeah, let me help you.
오, 이렇게 다
He's even been putting up posters.
The best antiques in the district.
Come closer and try the finest clothes for the... A perfect choice. He's even been putting up posters. He's even been putting up posters, poor man.
Exquisite furniture for your own. My... Enjoy your purchase. My goods will... Enjoy your purchase.
Could you help me?
Sorry, I know nothing about it. But I can please you in another way.
Are you able to help me?
Oh, sorry. I know nothing about it. But I can please you in another way. Hi there.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, honey, I've heard nothing.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Harry, it's you! I knew you'd come. It's been so long, but you haven't changed a bit. I don't suppose you remember me, do you?
You must be Eloise, yes? I got your letter.
Wonderful! No point beating around the bush then. I've missed you, love. I wonder if you still have your prowess. Why don't we go to my place for some wine and something extra?
I'd love to, but I have something to do first. I'll be back soon.
Please, don't be long. Let's go, Harry. Don't say you don't want to.
How could I refuse such an offer from a pretty girl like you? Let's go right now.
Wonderful. Follow me. It's not far from here. Well, here we are. Make yourself comfortable, love. There's wine on the table. You should have some, loosen you up. Bring out your naughty side.
Won't you drink with me?
Absolutely. I'll join you in a minute. I just need to powder my nose.
All right then. I'll be waiting for you, pet.
Did you just call her pet? Seriously? Boy, you are truly hopeless, Sherlock.
The bottle was open and the cork replaced. Siren's song. She is consistent, I'll give her that.
Enjoy your wine, sweetie. I'll be out in a minute.
Can't leave just yet.
A fresh lick of paint, some warm touches, and anyone could call this place a home.
Can't leave just yet.
A fresh lick of paint, some warm touches, and anyone could call this place a home. A fresh lick of paint, some warm touches, and anyone could call this place a home.
Hey, if you want to keep this stupid act up, you better pour out the wine and quick. And done. No hard feelings, Mr. Fickus, right?
Who knows? Maybe the Fickus is stronger than those sailors.
Hurry up, she'll be out any second. This lip rouge looks good on her. Just saying.
White powder with a bitter almond-like odour. These are no smelling salts. It's cyanide. Ah, she's smoking citrus-flavoured cigarettes. The dots connect.
Who knows? Maybe the Fickus is stronger than those sailors.
Come on, hurry up.
HMS Achilles, Friday, 5 p.m. She prepared for their arrival. The beloved child of a rich family.
Oh, here she comes.
Sorry for making you wait, sweetie. I hope the wine has kept you good company.
Oh, yes. I needed to wet my whistle real bad.
Splendid, Harry. Bravo. Refreshing, isn't it? Now let me refresh your memory as well.
I don't feel so well.
As well you shouldn't. But don't worry. It'll be all over soon. It won't hurt. Much. At least not as much as when you and your friends forced yourselves on me. Not as much as when you ripped away my clothes, my dignity, my life. I've hated you with all my heart. But not anymore. Now I forgive you. Truly I do. Let me kiss you good night.
Now, that would hardly be appropriate, miss.
Wait, what's happening?
It's time I drop my act. His beard is false. I'm not Harry Thorne.
Oh, I see. You're from the police then, yes? Here to question me?
There's no need. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I know that you killed Thorne's crewmates, and I know why.
Well, Mr. Holmes, you can save your breath. I won't deny a thing. But please, stop tormenting me with this farce. Do what you must.
I will keep it a secret, but you do have to stop.
How can I stop now after all I've done? I thought it would bring me solace. Stupid. It is too late.
You cannot undo what you've done, that much is true, but it's not too late to move on. It's never too late.
You're right. You must be right. I knew it all along, I just didn't have it in me to admit it.
I'm glad that you do now. And here's your shawl. Try not to lose it again.
I won't. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Thank you so much.
Long day. Excuse me, but are you Mr. Capella? My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm hoping you could spare a moment to talk.
Manners, what a pleasant surprise. Most of your colleagues have lacked even the simplest of common courtesies.
You're a suspect, sir, but not yet a criminal. I shan't treat you as such. Your case is refreshingly unusual, and I wish to get to the bottom of it.
Manners and enthusiasm. Huh. May you go far, young man. What can I help you with?
You are surprisingly composed for a man accused of murder. Not so easily shaken, I take it.
Life is full of surprises. You'd be astonished how many deals go sour due to a force majeure. One becomes skilled at adapting. I am confident this will all be set straight. Until then, I will endure.
And yet your fist tells a different story. It seems you recently found yourself in a fight.
A fight? I'm afraid not, young man. It was a minor mishap, with none such adventure. To succeed in life, you don't need to fight. One must simply be smart and persistent. I'm speaking from experience.
Please, tell me how you ended up in this situation.
Well, this morning some clients arrived to finalize their purchase of a Capello modular safe. But when we opened the door, out tumbled a dead man.
And I take it this wasn't normal?
No, I normally keep my corpses in the wardrobe. Please, young man, spare me your wit. The rest of the day was a blur. I recognized the victim, and it seems so did the police. That was enough to make me the main suspect.
Who sent for the authorities?
No one. As it happens, we had a break-in last night. Nothing was stolen, but for insurance purposes, the report had to be made. So, police officers just happened to be on the premises when we discovered the body in the safe.
You say you became the suspect when the police identified the victim. Is there history between you?
Surely you jest. That man and I have never met, and never would, unless he became the first deity in history to use our products.
Some sort of family feud? I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
You must be new to Godona. It's an old tale. Back in Italy, generations ago, the deities tried to ruin our family business. They nearly succeeded. The Capellos rightfully struck back, but there has been bad blood ever since.
And does that blood flow in you too?
I told you, sir, it's an old story. Or it was. I fear this horrible event portends worse to come. My wife may be in danger as we speak.
I'd like to inquire about the burglary.
I'm not sure I see the connection, but if you wish to know more, talk to Billy Lloyd, the night watchman. He scared off the thief.
Was it also Billy that discovered the burglar?
No, my wife did. She had stayed late yesterday. Poor Augusta. At least she's safer with the police than at home alone.
You mentioned you were showing your wares to some prospective buyers when the safe was opened. Who were they?
Clerks from the bank. They inspected the safe from top to bottom yesterday. I assumed the sale was just a formality at that point.
And the safe was closed?
It's usually open, but it locks automatically when the door swings closed. That's another marvelous Capello invention.
A coffin that locks itself. Marvelous indeed. Help me grasp your movements yesterday. What time did you meet the customers from the bank, and did you have any other appointments?
Yesterday, the bank clerks arrived at 10 a.m. Afterwards, I was alone in the office until my wife Augusta came in at 3 p.m. I left for home at 6:30 p.m.
And what about this morning?
Our meeting for the demonstration was set for 9 a.m. I arrived about half an hour prior in order to prepare.
I have one final inquiry. Do you recall the time at which the safe door was closed?
Young man, I may just as well ask you when you closed your cigar case. I have opened our safes a dozen times a day for a dozen years. I do not recall.
Well, Mr. Capello, I think that's all I need from you at present. Where can I find your office?
Here, take my card. Billy should be on site to assist with the investigation. And please, sir, would you check on my wife before you depart?
Thank you. I will endeavor to speak with her before I leave the station.
Please, treat her gently. Women lack our resilience when it comes to ordeals like this. I shall eagerly await your return. After all, little else I can do.
Mrs. Capello, please wait in the office. The inspector will be here soon.
Oh, what a long day.
May I ask for your assistance?
Officer, I wish I could help.
ドラード左側エレメント
May I ask you something?
I don't think I'm rich enough to talk to you, sir.
今日はこれぐらいにしておきましょうか。